Yeah, I mean, because you know, a lot of guys need help with making sure that blood pressure is controlled, cholesterol is controlled, making sure they don't have diabetes. Can I ask you a totally different question? How long have you been diagnosed with diabetes?
I'm probably in my 30th year. I was in my early 20s when it
That's a shell shocker in your 20s.
yeah,
Did you go into a diabetic coma? How do you?
No, I was driving truck over the road. And all of a sudden on one trip, I'd lay down in the sleeper, wake up a few hours later and ready to go. And I'd drive an hour or less and I'm sleepy again and peeing a lot. And it took me probably 5 times as long to go the distance that I was going.
Right.
And I had to go to Seattle and back to Albuquerque. And it took me so long. No, it was just that particular trip.
Okay.
When I got to Seattle, I told dispatch, look, I need to get back to Albuquerque. There's something wrong. And so I got back. I walked into a doctor's office. We didn't spend 5 minutes. He says, you have diabetes.
Wow.
And he says, you need insulin right now. I said,
oh, wow.
I said, no. And I left. And we spoke a day or two later. He said, now do you want to try it? And I went, okay. And I went in and he injected some insulin into me. And it was like, night and day. Within an hour or two, I was feeling as good as I had felt months ago. So it took that to convince me that I needed insulin.
So with that diagnosis comes fear.
Yes.
I mean, you're 20. I mean,
Yeah.
you got told you got diabetes.
Yeah.
And you're going to need insulin for the rest of your life. How did you know, part of our mission for men in general, how do we help men evolve fearlessly? I feel that fear holds us all back. And men don't deal with fear and communication very well. We tend to internalize that negative emotion, and then it comes out in some other way. But at 20, that's a big event. And how did you work through that or overcome it? Was it it might have been your wife's support? Or?
No, this was before I met her. I've just always been, if I set my mind to something, I'm going to do it. And I just had to set my mind to that because I know how badly I felt without it. And I'm sure, I don't remember, I'm sure there was times where I said, well, the hell with this, I'm going to try it without it. And in no time, I'm peeing again and sleeping and not feeling good. And of course, if you don't have insulin in you and you're eating, well, that makes your blood sugar go wild. And I don't know if a lot of people know what high blood sugar feels like, but it's terrible. On me, it's one of the worst feelings I have. So I make sure not have high blood sugar. So now when I do, it's only accidental, and that's it. And then going on the insulin pump, that changed my life also. That was a life changer.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I don't have to stop and take injections. And I tried continuing driving a truck, and I'm taking insulin while I'm driving. And, you know, what I know now is, I was. So I had to stop that career, and it was good because my wife, one weekend, this may be off subject, but I came home and she said, okay, come on inside. I'd come home oftentimes on a Friday and leave on a Sunday to make a Monday delivery somewhere. And so I came home one night and she took me upstairs to the kids' rooms and they were both asleep. And she goes, reach under his pillow. And I reached under his pillow and I pulled out a picture of me. And my wife said, this is what he sleeps with in place of you. She said, you either come home and stay home or don't come back. And wow, here's my little kid sleeping in the bed. Okay, I could drive a truck anytime. And we made some changes, and it was the best change I ever made. As much as I miss the independence of it, you can't have diabetes and drive a truck. As many hours as I was driving, you can't. They've changed laws.